What's up YouTube, it's Makuno1 here. Yesterday I went to a local tournament and I took my Constellar build. I ended up going 4-2. Can't quite remember exactly my placing after that score, but it was reasonably high, so I'm quite pleased with that. Just feels nice to break my streak of going 3-3. I played against 3 E-Dragons, 2 Tidal Mermail and 1 Hazy Flame. I lost 1 Dragon matchup and 1 Tidal Mermail matchup. The Dragon matchup I lost against was played by my good friend Jamie. He's just a really good player, so it's alright. Tidal Mermails, I don't know, I just kind of drew shite games, well, both games because he 2-0'd me, but oh well. Yeah, Mermails I kind of forgot about because obviously this format's kind of all about the Dragons and Prophecy, but they're still a ridiculously strong deck. And it's not like before Tachyon where you kind of grind them out of resources and then they'd have to try very hard to do anything. Now they can just banish 2 and have infinite Tidals beating you down. That Tidal's pretty damn big by itself. But yeah, so on 1 against 2 E-Dragons, 1 Tidal and Hazy Flame. So yeah. My build was 3 Chaos, 3 Pollux, 3 Albedo, and 3 Sombra, well it's just 3 of the good level 4s, 2 T-King, Honest, and 1 Bear. Bear's fine at 1, I wouldn't bump up 2, but at the same time I wouldn't completely cut it. So that's all the monsters. Spells, Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, triple MST, double Lance, triple Tenki, 1 Rotor, and 1 Star Cradle. Star Cradle was okay, but it did get sided out quite a lot. But at the same time, I played it once and it eventually got me into a game-winning position, so it's worth maining. For traps, 2 Compulse, 2 Breakthrough. This card's quite good against Dragosack. Warning, Judgment, Mirror Force, Bottomless, and just 1 Torrential. Extra, I had to borrow a Constellar Ptolemy Messiah 7 because I'd sold mine and the DT ones I'm getting in haven't arrived yet, so this is 14 cards, just tack an M7 on the end. 1 Crazy Box, first side EEVs, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Pap, Cowboy, Paladynamo, Mystroke, and Shockmaster. Shockmaster single-handedly won me game 3 against the Tidal Mermail that I won. I just took a gamble of him not having the Veiler and it paid off. I just went Pollux, Geedy, I think it was a Sombra, and made this my first turn. Just called monsters and he couldn't do anything. Tyrus, and Volcasaurus, and Gaia. Gaia won me one of the games against Dragons, simply because I managed to get up double Pleiades, but he baited both their effects with I think it was a Reborn Big Eye and a Tidal, because they're both bigger than Pleiades, so I had to bounce them. He then, in his main phase 2, made Dreg sack and popped one, but he was on 23 life points. So next turn I just overlaid Guy over Pleiades and punched over the token for game. And it's kind of cheap, but oh well. For Constellar, on Price P, I was debating cutting this, but it put in a lot of work just getting over number 74 Master of Blades, because that HUD's quite difficult for this deck to get around. I suppose you can make the argument that you could just Cowboy over it, but this is a bit more survivable than an attack position Cowboy. Then the 1 Omega, the double Pleiades, just so dumb this card, and then obviously the M7 which I had to borrow. For side, 2 Gozen. These went against dragons, and I suppose they're in there for anything kind of roguish, but I don't think I ever actually drew it. 2 EEVs for Prophecies. Didn't play Prophecies, but well, you should know why they're in there. 2 Spell Shatterings for Fire Fist and Prophecy, but didn't play either of those. 2 Soul Drain for dragons and mermails. Oh, I don't think I actually put them in against dragons because I have other stuff for those. But yeah, I think this won me 1 game against Tidal Mermail, so that's good. 2 Kaiku for dragons, to pretty much replace T-King. 2 Vela, decided not to main it. Don't really regret the decision, but yeah, definitely side. And then the MVP of the side deck, which will soon be making an appearance in the main deck, is Vanity's Emptiness. This card just pretty much won me most of the games against dragons, and put in serious work against Mermail as well. Just slows the deck right down to a manageable pace. And the best way to get the most out of this card is, obviously, if they pitch a baby and something else, then you chain it. You don't just like go into their standby phase and flip it, because you make them piss some resources first, so even more of a crappy position. I mean, if they have Blaster, they have Blaster, and that did happen against the dragon player I lost to, but oh well. Still, definitely a good card. I'm probably going to main 2, side the 3rd one. It's pretty shitty against Prophecy, but it's good against almost everything else, so oh well. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Like and sub. I'd like constructive criticism on this deck. I'm going to a bronze qualifier type thing in 2 weeks, and I'll probably end up taking this. So, yeah, any tips would be greatly appreciated. But for now, this is Mercury 1, signing out.